Good morning, students. We are all healthy. Stay home, stay safe. Okay, children. We are all 7th class students. Now we can listen motion and time. This is your fourth lesson. This is your fifth lesson. This is your fifth lesson, motion and time. Okay, children. Motion means, what is motion? The objects moves one place to another. Their position is changes. That is called motion. Do you know which objects can be motion and position? Which objects are not moves, not motion and position? Do you know? Your surroundings we can observe. In your surroundings, which objects are there? We can observe cot, bicycle, TV, fridge in your house, which are motion and position. Your fridge moves from one place to another without you are not applying force. No, their position is not changes. But your bicycle, when you are cycling, that position is changes. That is motion and position. Do you understand? Do you see the on road which are pass on away from you? Buses, cars, bicycles, they are all move. They are all motion and position. Okay, children, do you understand the motion? First, you can observe in your textbook page 68. There is a picture. What is there? There is railway track, buses on the road, vehicles on the road, one of the river and another buildings are there. Okay, which are the motion and position do you observe here? We can observe the train moves on track, the buses, cars, autos moves on road. The buildings and trees are not in motion position. Only buses and trains and some vehicles are moves. Their position is changes respect to their surroundings. That is called motion in position, these objects. Now we can observe here the picture. One of the object is present on the floor bridge and another on the road. On the road car is there. The car is moves on the road. That moves, we say that is in a motion and position. Another object is falls on the bridge. That this is also motion position. The motion means it is a common experience. Common experience in your life. We can observe so many objects can move from in your surroundings. Okay, children. Now we can observe in your textbook some questions are there. All the moving objects moves alike. Suppose aeroplanes, buses, lorries, autos, bicycles and two-wheeler bikes, they are all moves alike. No, some objects are moves very fast, some are very slow. You know about the aeroplane move very fast than train. The the train moves very fast than bus. That's like, so variations are present in motion conditions. Okay, next question. What makes the objects moves and moving object to come to rest? Suppose the car is parking place. That's time the car is in resting position. The car moves on the road. That's time it is in a motion condition. Okay. What do we call the motion of a train moving in a straight line? Its place, its location, its position change from one place to another. It is a translatory motion. Okay, is the forward movement of birds in the movement of its wings same? Yes, the moving of wings are same. They can be forward and change their position. That's time the birds motion in position. Okay, now motion and rest. Okay, which objects can moves? You can they are motion in position. Okay, while we are going on a train to travel from your place to another place, that's time you can observe so many uh, so many outer part of the train. We can sitting on the bus, we can observe outside. What you can feel? We can feel electrical poles, trees, some buildings are moved away from you. You can feel it. But electric poles, trees, buildings can move? No, but you can appear like it because of we feel the object at a rest when it is not change their position. We feel an object is in motion when the changing its position with respect to your surroundings. We are all moves. We are all moves in the bus, but some objects are present outside. You can feel they are all in motion position, but there is no motion. It is a rest in position. Do you understand what the rest and what is motion? Okay, children, we can list out the which objects are rest in position, which objects are motion in position in your surrounding areas. In your textbook, 6 pictures are there. Some are the rest in position, some are the motion in position. But we can understand in your surroundings or in your house, we can observe mainly which objects are motion in position, which objects are rest in position. Suppose in your house have a car, the car has a motion position, rest in position. When you are driving, that is a motion in position. When you are keep on the room, that is a rest in position. And TV, it is always rest in position. Your building, rest in position. Tree, rest in position. Some objects can move using some energy. Any object can move from one place to another. How? Who can be given their energy? Some force. Causes of motion applied by force. Applied by force. The force can be applied on object. The object can be moves. The object's place or position changes. That's time. That can be motion and position. Okay, children. We are stay at home. We are our preferable games. They are the carom board. Do you know carom board? We are playing. How it is there? In the carom board, one board is there and coins are there, one striker. The coins are centrally located. When you are applied force on striker, that's time the coins are disturbed. Their position is changes. The coins in that time motion in position. Are you okay? How the coins are moved? Because applied on force striker. Applied force on striker while the coins are disturbed. And next one, we can observe here in the textbook below the picture, the boys can be play football. The ball moves on the ground, applying force on the ball by your leg. Your muscular force applied on the ball can move direction, changes their position, one place to another. So the ball is also motion in position because of we can apply muscular force. That's time the ball position is changes. The ball is in motion condition. Are you understand, children, how the objects can be moved? The objects can be moved applying force on it. Applying force on it. Now, okay, children, here observe here. Here the two trees are there, building is there, car is there. Which one is the motion in position? We can observe the car travel on the road, so the car is motion in position. Here which are rest in position? Trees and buildings. Next one, we can observe the first picture. There is the birds. The birds are present above the tree. Okay, now we can observe another picture. Where is the birds? The birds are above the building. What you can observe here? The birds' position can change. First of all, they are present above the tree, and next present above the building. The birds can motion in position. Okay. Now you can observe here the trees. The trees are rest in position because the trees doesn't move. Okay, now we can learn about the types of motions. One is the linear motion, circular motion, oscillatory motion, periodic motion and random motion. Okay, linear or translatory motion. In your textbook, that is translatory motion. We can observe the translatory motion. Textbook 73 page, translatory motion. Here in your textbook, one of the picture is given, and bus and two buildings, A building and B building. The bus can be moved on road. Their position from A to B, it is moved as a straight line. This is the translatory motion. The bus position moves A to B is the same direction and same distance as a same direction. It is a translatory motion. Okay, in the translatory motions we have a rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. Always we can observe the bus moves from one location, one area to another area on the road. The road, some areas are curvilinear. Suppose it's like this, like curvilinear. Curvilinear means curvilinear motion. The body of a translatory motion move along a curved path. Then the motion is called curvilinear motion. And rectilinear, the body translatory motion moves along a straight line. That is a rectilinear motion. But when the bus moves as a curved path, that is called a curvilinear motion. Are you understand? And next one, circular motion or rotatory motion. Circular motion or rotatory motion. In this circular motion or rotatory motion, object can be moved at a fixed point. Center point is present. Based on this center point, there can be moves. Example, fan, and in your textbook, top and giant wheel. Another axis of rotation, another small giant wheel, it is downwards. These are all the rotatory motion. Rotatory or circular motion. In the circular motion means they can be moved as a circle. The rotatory motion are where is your present on the earth. The earth is also moves around the sun as a rotatory motion. Okay, another rotatory motion examples are you given? Your clock needles, they are also rotatory motion in a particular time. That is a periodic motion. And next one, oscillatory motion. Now we can observe the picture. Are you play swing? Okay, in the swing we can sit, we can move towards up and towards down. It is equal. It is a oscillatory motion. You have a fixed point fan, that is also oscillatory. some are the dislike and dislike. This is also oscillatory motion. And playing veena. And next one, stitching machine, up and down, that is also oscillatory motion. In your wall clock, the pendulum, the bob, it moves as a oscillatory motion. It is a center point from how much back and how much front. The back and front is the same distance at a center point. It is a oscillatory motion. Okay children, oscillatory motion or vibratory motion. The to and fro motion, an object about a fixed point that always following the path, is called oscillatory or vibratory motion. These definitions are present in your textbook. And next one, one of the each and every motion we can clear explanation. Now we can observe another. Okay, linear or translatory motion, the motion which objects move along a straight line or curved line, that is a linear motion or translatory motion. And when object keep moving along a circle, it is called circular motion. Do you know your bicycle wheel, how can you move? It is a circular motion. The pedal, how can you move? Circular motion. And next one, okay, back and forth motion with keeps repeating is called oscillatory motion. Okay, wall clock pendulum, it's a fixed point, it moves to and fro, and back and forth, it is a oscillatory motion. This is the three types of motions. Another two, periodic motion, when an object that moves takes the same amount of time to complete one cycle of motion, to keep repeating it over and over, we call it periodic motion. In your wall clock, the minutes needle can move, it's a takes the same amount of time to complete one cycle of motion and keeps repeating it over and over, that is the periodic motion. And when there is motion that follows none of these rules, they moves irregularly, they are called random motion. Okay, do you understand how many motions are present in your textbook? They are the three types. One is the translatory motion, and oscillatory motion, rotatory motion. Okay, we can given some more examples. These three rotations. Okay, let us know about what type of motions. Some more examples. What type of motion can you observe here? The soldiers keeping moving ahead in a straight line and moves as a straight path. It is a translatory motion. It is one of the example, march path. The soldiers march path is a translatory motion. Another example, the bullock cart travel on road, keeps moving in a straight line. It is also translatory motion. And next you can observe here the cycling boy. The boy is cycling, that's time it is a circular motion. And next this one, while you are running race, can you participate in a running race? That's time your hands can be moved, that's like swing back to front, that is called oscillatory motion. Okay students, we can given some more examples, we can write in your running notes. And next, pendulum bob. It is a fixed point. The pendulum bob can be moved same length front and back, that is also oscillatory motion. Now we can learn about time, units of time. How can you observe time? Where you can observe time? Wall clock, hand watch, table watch, these are all the measuring of time objects. Okay, units of time you can observe here. First of all, second. It is the basic unit of time is second. The basic unit of time is second. Another biggest basic unit is minutes and hours. 60 seconds, 1 minute. 60 seconds, 1 minute, and 60 minutes 1 hour. And next 24 hours 1 day, 7 days a week, 4 weeks plus 1 or 2 or days 1 month. Are you understand? The basic unit of time is second. 60 seconds 1 minute, 60 minutes 1 hour, 24 hours 1 day, 7 days a week, 4 weeks plus 1 or 2 days it is a month, and 12 months a year, and 100 years century, 10 centuries millennium. This is the units of time. Are you understand which units are present? What is the basic unit of time? It is a second, and largest basic units are minutes and hours. Okay, this is the time. Where you can observe the time? You can wall clock. How many needles are there? How many needles are there? Okay, now you can observe the measuring time. In the wall clock, how many needles are there? Two are appear black. One is the short, another is the long needle, and next one very thin needle is present, that is point at the place of 12th. It is a second hand needle, and a long black one minute hand needle, and short black one hour hand needle. The big dark handle tells us the minute. The small dark hand tells us the hour. The long red hand tells us the second. What is the basic unit of time? Second. 1 second means it is rotatory from point of 6 to, it is a circular motion. It is coming to the 6, that is the 1 second. It is move very fast than minutes needle. Minutes needle moves than our hand. It's move a particular time to particular place. It is a periodic motion also. Are you okay? Measuring time, do you understand? How can you observe the time? Now what is the time? 10 hours 8 minutes. 10 hours 8 minutes. It is the time. Okay, now we can learn about distance. We can learn about distance. In your textbook, the distance is given one of the picture. In your textbook given one of the picture, it is a 2 houses is there, and traveling roads are there. What is distance? In between 2 objects. In between 2 objects, the length of the path traveled by object between 2 places is called distance. Suppose here object, 2 trees are there. This one and this one, location is A and C. A is a tree and C is also tree, but here middle B is a house. Okay children, travel a path. The total length of the path traveled an object from one place to another in between 2 objects place is called distance. Okay children, are you understand distance? Okay. From A to C, how much distance is present? 5 meters. From A to B, how much distance is present? 4 meters. From B to C, how much distance is present? 3 meters. Okay, the boy are cycling here. The boy is cycling here. They can be go to the C place. Which can be selected? Which pathway can be go very fast? He can be selected from A to C because of here 5 meters length is there, but this boy can be moves from A to B, B to C. It is a long distance, so it's not preferable. Which can be preferable? From A to C because of it is a short length to this one. Are you understand? Distance means length of the pathway in between two objects. This is the distance. Okay, next one, displacement. Displacement means the length of the straight line. Path is the shortest distance between two places is called displacement. From A to C is the displacement because of it is the shortest length in between two objects. Okay children, are you understand this one? What is the distance? What is the displacement? What is the distance? The pathway of travel in two objects. In between two objects, the place is called distance. Okay, displacement means the length of the straight line path is the shortest distance in between two objects is called displacement. Okay children, it is the distance of motion. How the boy can be, when you are going to the house, he can be selected this route, but not A to C, C to B. He can select it from A to B. For the boy can be moved towards the C place. That's time he can be travelled from A to C directly because of here the length is very shortest. Okay, displacement at point of A is 0, distance travelled at point A 0. Now you can observe here the boy is present, travelled from A to D is a 5 meters, A to B, B to C, C to D and D to A. This boy travelled how much length? Displacement means the length of travelled. As a straight line path, shortest distance between two places is called displacement. Okay children, today your lesson is over. Now we can listen carefully what you learned today. Definition of motion and rest, and next types of motions, units of time and distance. Okay, what are the types of motions are present? Today we learn one of the linear translatory motion, rotatory motion and oscillatory motion. We can write one of the table. You can take headings: translatory motion, rotatory motion and oscillatory motion. We can give examples. We can observe so many things. Which things can be in a translatory position, which things can be oscillatory position, which can be rotatory position, motion in position. We can write. We can prepare a table. And next another table, we can select objects, that objects we can observe in your surroundings, which can be rest in position, which can be motion in position. Both two tables we can write. in your running notes. And next we can coming to the I can given some examples here. Pendulum, motion of pendulum, it is a oscillatory motion. That's like oscillatory motion table, which can be, you can write pendulum, swing, table fan. They are all the, and stitching machine, these are all oscillatory position. And next one, while you are running race, that's time also your hands are oscillatory position. And next one, circulatory, cycling. In the cycle, the pedal is oscillatory position. Suppose we can observe the bullock cart complete, it is a translatory motion, but in the bullock cart the wheel, what type of motion is there? The bullock cart wheel is rotatory motion, we can write. Okay children, are you understand this topic? Okay, all of you, thank you. We can learn next topic, another madam said. Okay children, in this topic is over, another topic will be say Rajni madam. Okay, thank you all of you, 7th class students, our KGBVs.